Good morning, students. Now in the last lecture you had just studied about the combination of the cells, and I hope you had revised that topic properly and made the list of the important formulas for that. And today we are going to study very important topic, that is Kirchhoff rules. But already we are having a Ohm's law. But already when you studied the Ohm's law, you know that Ohm's law is not a fundamental law, because Ohm's law is based on certain conditions and the criteria. For example, Ohm's law depends on the temperature, electric current, temperature, nature of the material, okay, humidity, pressure, etc. Presence of electric and magnetic field is also affect the resistance of a conductor. But we required which is more fundamental and more basic. That's why the Kirchhoff has given the two rules. First one, Kirchhoff first law, that is based on the junction, and the second one, the loop rule, Kirchhoff second law. But before going to discuss the laws, just we are taking what do you mean by the loop and junction. For example, we are having a network. What is network? A complex arrangement of the resistances, batteries, either connected in series or in parallel or in the mixed combination, that is known as network. So what is loop? A closed path formed by the conductors is known as loop. So how many loops here? A, B, C, D, E, A. So this is one loop, the big one, A, B, C, D, E, F, A. Second loop, this one, A, B, E, F, A. The second loop, this one, B, C, D, E, B. So how many loops we are having? We are having the three loops in this. And what is junction? A point in a circuit. For example, B and E. The point in a circuit where more than two conductors meet. More than two conductors. 1, 2, 3. This B is junction. 1, 2, 3. This E is junction. So B and E are the junctions in the circuit. What is loop? A closed path formed by the conductor is known as loop. A point where more than two conductors meet is known as junction. How many junction? Only two. B and E. Because three conductors meet. C, D, F, A are not a junction, because here the third conductor is not there. Only one. This is the circuit. Only path. Here 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So B and E are the junction. A, B, C, D, E, F, A. Close loop 1. A, B, E, F, A. Close loop 2. B, C, D, E, B. Close loop 3. Now we are coming to the Kirchhoff junction rule, or first law, you can say that. And this law is based on the law of conservation of charges. Already you know what do you mean by law of conservation of charges. Charges can neither be created nor be destroyed, only move from one to another. Or the algebraic sum of the charge for an isolated system remains constant. But in this chapter, what we had learned about the law of conservation of charges, the amount of charge passing through a conductor remains constant. So here we are taking a junction which is made of the 5 conductors, which carries the current I1, I2, I3, I4 and I5. The direction of the current is shown in the figure. I1 is moving towards O, I2 is moving again, leaving the junction, I3, I4 and I5. I1, I3, I5 approaching the junction at time t, I2 and I4 leaving the junction at time t. So what is the statement of Kirchhoff first law? At any junction, the sum of current entering the junction, is equal to the sum of current leaving the junction. Very simple. आने वाला current is equal to जाने वाला current. Simple. तो कौन आ रहा है? I1, I3, I5 approaching the junction. कौन जा रहा है? I2 and I4 leaving the junction. Or we can also write I1 minus, when this bring the I1 and I2 on the left side, I1 minus I2 plus I3 minus I4 plus I5 is equal to 0. Therefore, summation of I is equal to 0. It is based on the law of conservation of charges. So very important. So what is Kirchhoff's first law? At any junction, the sum of current approaching the junction is equal to the sum of current leaving the junction, and it is based on law of conservation of charges. Okay, good. Okay, students. Now you already learned about the Kirchhoff junction rule, that is the first rule. Now we are going to learn about the Kirchhoff second. as already Kirchhoff first law is based on the law of conservation of charges, and the Kirchhoff second, or which is also known as loop rule, is based on the law of conservation of energy. So in this rule, in first rule, what happened? The algebraic sum of the current is 0. The amount of current which is approaching the junction is same as the amount of current leaving the junction. Here we are talking about the electric potential. So what is the statement given to you? The algebraic sum of the changes in the potential around any closed loop. Remember, the algebraic sum of change in the potential around any closed loop involving resistors R and the cells in a loop is 0. So what is the statement says that the algebraic sum of potential is 0, for which the current is passing through the resistance as well as the current is passing through the battery or the cells. The algebraic sum of I is equal to algebraic sum of E, or we can also write summation of IR minus summation of E can also be taken as 0. So when you apply the Kirchhoff second rule, which is based on the sign conventions. So here we are having the two sign conventions. The first one for the resistance and the second one for the cell. For resistance, taking the current in the direction of in the same direction as we want to move in the circuit. The same current passing through the R, same direction, potential decreases. Because current is always moving from higher potential to the lower potential. When you are moving from higher to lower, definitely your potential is decreases. Therefore, we are taking a negative sign. V is equal to minus IR. Passing through the circuit in the same direction of the current, potential decreases. And vice versa, when we are moving in the opposite direction, the current is moving from left to right. But we are in the loop, we are in the opposite direction, then the potential increases. For opposite direction, it is plus. In the same direction it is minus. And for the cell, negative to positive. In the topics EMF and internal resistance, we had seen that when a charge is moved from negative to positive terminal, it gain energy, then only it can able to move. So its potential increases, and from positive to negative, potential decreases. Try to remember. Sign convention is very important, because in next topics we have to use the sign convention only. Passing through the resistance in the direction of the current and our direction of the convention is same, then potential decreases, and in opposite direction potential increases. And in cell, negative to positive, potential increases, and from positive to negative, potential decreases. And loop rule is based on the law of conservation of energy. So first one is based on the law of conservation of the charges. The second one is based on the law of conservation of energy. In first law, the algebraic sum of the current is 0. Here algebraic sum of the potential, which involve resistance and EMF, is 0. Sign convention, same direction, potential decreases. In opposite direction, potential increases. In case of this cell, negative to positive, potential increases, and positive to negative, potential decreases. Okay, so try to learn the definitions and the sign convention in both the cases. Okay, and in next part we have to apply the Kirchhoff first rule as well as second rule, junction or loop rule. Okay, and remember the sign convention, that is very important. That's why I am giving more emphasis or more force on this part. This is very important. Same direction में potential decreases, opposite direction potential increases. Negative to positive you have to consider plus, and positive to negative you have to consider minus. Okay, good.